This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Wishful thinking. Is that the theme of this video? Wishful thinking. That's kind of what Republicans have all their hopes pinned on. All their strategies, politically speaking, pinned to wishful thinking. Rob Schmitt, I think his name is. He's a Newsmax anchor. He had Ken Buck on. I think this was yesterday, talking about the impeachment and removal of the Homeland Secretary, Alejandro Mayorkas. And he's grilling Ken Buck, who's a kind of a weird figure who sows dissension and attacks Democrats, but is also against the impeachment because there's no evidence of any wrongdoing. There's no crimes. There's no bribery. There's no misdemeanor. There's none of the constitutional prerequisites that exist on paper, black and white. None of them are there for this. And he's one of few that are like, nah, this is nonsense. And it is really perplexing to this Newsmax anchor. And I want you to hear at the end, I mean, really, he's just stepping all in it, just making himself look the idiot that he is. He's just putting it all out there that he knows nothing and he is only there as a provocateur for the right. He is just a propagandist. So watch this clip. We'll talk about this exchange on the other side.
Young girl that was killed in the state of Georgia by a migrant from Venezuela. I don't understand how that doesn't meet the bar of impeachment for Mayorkas.
Well, what's the crime? What's the crime? Yeah, I mean, 18 United States Code.
What about public trust?
You tell me, Rob, what is the crime?
I think lying to the public over and over again, telling them that the border is secure, I think that should be a crime. I mean, I think it should be a crime to take a job and to exploit it for just the opposite. Is it not?
Well, it's not a crime to take a job and exploit it for the opposite, but in terms of lying to Congress, that is a crime. And in his opinion, the border was secure. In my opinion, it's not secure. In your opinion, it's not secure. But when you start getting into opinions and charging people under 18 United States Code 1001 with a false statement, that gets very specific. And he would not be convicted in front of a jury. And I don't believe that is I believe it's a crime to lie. I don't believe that he had specific enough statement that it is a lie.
Fair enough. I want to ask you about one.
Fair enough. I love that, though, right? I think it should be a crime. It should be. These same conservatives that don't give a rat's ass about the 91 felony counts against Donald Trump across 4 separate independent indictments, they don't care about that. The actual evidence that has been presented, or not yet in a court of law, but certainly to a grand jury, has been presented. The evidence, the real, there is 18 U.S. Code section blah, blah, blahs involving Donald Trump's prosecutions. There's many of them. But they don't care about that. But when it comes to Alejandro Mayorkas and Joe Biden, then it's, I wish it was a crime. I wish it was a crime because then we could, what? It's so nakedly partisan and gross, but they don't care because they have no shame, they have no dignity. Wishful thinking, though, they do have in spades. Buckets and wheelbarrows, dump truck loads filled with wishful thinking and little else. Anyway, just a quick hit. This is really emblematic of what we're facing in this country. This is emblematic of what Joe Biden, Alejandro Mayorkas are facing. These threats to them, impeachment-wise, are very likely to go nowhere because you're not able to impeach and remove a president or a cabinet secretary based on wishful thinking. Anyway, what do you think? I would love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. You can also, very impactful, is leaving a comment and liking this video, making sure you're subscribed. If you're not already subscribed, those things are awesome. But if you would like to support the work with your treasure, for $2 a month, you can support this work and help produce these videos. Click the join button below on YouTube. become a channel member for $2 a month. You can hit the super thanks button. Go to my Patreon page. Even better. They take way less than YouTube. Patreon.com/IDoubtIt Join the Patreon family. Love and appreciate you. Follow me on social media if that's your thing. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter and Instagram and Threads and TikTok and Facebook and Blue Sky, and it's all too much. If you're there, find me. I'm at Dollemore. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine and take care of one another.